So this week's assignment is about motivation and gamification. And honestly, this one made me think way more than I expected. Because at first I started writing it like this heavy trauma story. And yes, there is trauma in my life. I was exposed to things way too young. I was abused. I was hurt physically and sexually as a child. I'm not naming people because that's not the point of the video. But if I only tell the painful parts, that's not honest either. Because my life wasn't just pain. There were good times, really good times. There were women I loved, there were beautiful moments with my children, there were nights where I felt like I was living in a movie. I traveled to 19 countries, I got to drive cars that a broke kid from Tennessee would have never believed he'd even sit in. I spent money on hobbies, music, games, travel, fitness, clothes, technology, basically anything I thought would make life feel bigger. And a lot of it was fun. That's the complicated part. It wasn't all misery. Some of it felt like winning. The problem is I wasn't really building anything. I was consuming. I was chasing moments. I was chasing the feeling of, look, I made it. But I wasn't turning those experiences into anything lasting. I wasn't filming it. I wasn't documenting it. I wasn't building a career, a body of work, or a stable life underneath it. So now when I think about motivation, I think about how dangerous it can be when your motivation is pointed at the wrong reward. When I enjoy something, I can lock in for hours. If I decide to reset my room, I'll pull everything apart and clean and organize until it feels right. To someone else, that probably looks exhausting. To me, it feels like I'm putting chaos back into order. The same thing with creative work. If I'm editing a video or writing music and I can see where it's going, I don't really want to stop, but obligations are different. School deadlines, bills, legal issues, health, responsibilities, those don't always feel like they're exciting. I have to remind myself why they matter. That's where intrinsic and extrinsic motivation show up for me. Extrinsic motivation is easy to understand. Money motivates me, stability motivates me, being able to fix my life motivates me. The possibility of seeing my children again motivates me. I'm not going to pretend money doesn't matter. When you're broke and down and out, money can seem like the only answer. But I also know what happens when money becomes the loudest voice in the room. I entered adult film at 18 and later turned that into sugar arrangements, escorting, transactional relationships, and a lot of blurred lines. At first, it looked like survival. Then it looked like opportunity. But then it looked like freedom. People wanted to give me money to be around me, and when you come from feeling powerless, that can feel like power. But over time, the more transactional my life became, the more transactional I became. I started confusing being desired with being loved. I started confusing money with stability. I started confusing escape with freedom. And again, I'm not saying there weren't good moments. There were. There were trips, cars, restaurants, adventures, relationships, laughter, wild stories and experiences most people will never have. But fun without structure can turn into a trap. That's probably the biggest thing I've realized. I don't regret every good time. I regret not building while I had the chance. I regret not thinking enough about the people around me. I regret not becoming the kind of man who could actually hold the blessings he had been given. So now my motivation is changing. I still want money, I still want success, I still want a beautiful life. But I want purpose underneath it now. I want discipline, I want reason, I want to make films, music, and stories that actually do something with everything I've lived through. The activity that's kept me engaged longer than I expected is video editing. At first, it was just schoolwork. Then I realized I actually liked it. I like cutting clips, I like moving things around, I like finding the moment where a line lands better. I like putting B-roll over an idea and watching the meaning change. Editing seems to give you feedback right away. You can make one cut and the story feels different. You move one clip and the pacing improves, you fix the sound, and suddenly the whole thing hits a little bit harder. That's gamification without it feeling childish. There's a goal, there's a challenge, there's feedback, there's progress, and there's a reward. And honestly, that's probably why I don't play video games as much anymore. I used to game a lot. I loved games. I loved leveling up, unlocking things, winning, building characters, getting stronger. But now real life feels like the game. And for a while, I felt like I was winning at life. Then I didn't. And once real life started feeling like I was losing, I didn't really want to sit down and pretend to win somewhere else. That's something I'm trying to fix too. Because play matters, fun matters, rest matters. I don't want my whole life to feel like I'm fighting tooth and nail just to survive. That's something I'm trying to fix too. Because play matters, fun matters, rest matters. I don't want my whole life to feel like I'm fighting tooth and nail just to survive. I want to learn how to enjoy life again without turning enjoyment into escape. The task I struggle with most is making my actual life feel playable again. Not easy, playable. There's a difference. I'm trying to rebuild why the consequences are still here. I'm trying to be responsible without being bitter. I'm trying to work hard without turning life into one hard punishment. I'm trying to have fun without losing control of the mission. So if I were going to gamify that, I'd keep it simple. Every day, I'd give myself points for things that actually move my life forward. Did I do something for school? Point. Did I do something for my health? Point. Did I do something creative? Point. Did I handle one adult responsibility instead of avoiding it? Point. Did I let myself enjoy something in a healthy way instead of using it to escape? Point. That last one matters to me. Because I don't just need more discipline, I need a better relationship with play. I need to remember that life is not only about survival, paying bills, fixing mistakes, and trying to climb out of holes. Life is also supposed to have beauty in it. Music, movies, food, laughter, conversation, travel, love, creativity, a good scene, a good song, a good night where you don't destroy yourself trying to enjoy it. 7 days of that would be level 1. Not some dramatic life transformation, but just 1 week where we try to make better moves. 1 week where I build something, handle something, create something, and enjoy something without letting it turn into chaos. That would help because it would give me feedback. It would make progress visible, and when life feels overwhelming, visible progress matters. So I guess the biggest thing this assignment taught me is that motivation is not automatically good or bad. It depends on what it's attached to. Money can motivate you to build, or it can motivate you to abandon yourself. Fun can make life beautiful, or it can become a place to hide. Pain can destroy you, or it can become material for something meaningful. And play can either distract you from life or help you come back to it. That's what I want now. I want to come back to life. I want to make real films, real music, real stories. I want to take the good, the bad, the wild, the beautiful, the ugly, the expensive mistakes, the amazing memories, the things I survived, and the things I wasted, and finally turn them all into something. Not just a warning, a body of work, a life, a game I actually want to keep playing.